all that is being said is false. Only silence is real. All that is seen is false. All that is heard is false. All impressions, false. All experiences, false. Not true. Only thing true is the self, without all other added things, objects, subjects. Nothing else is real but the self, without whatsoever glued to it, attached, cannot attach. Nothing can be attached to this one formless self-being. It's impossible to touch it. It cannot be touched. It is. There is nothing else but this. What could touch it that is not that self? It is what is. The self is itself enough. And all that seems to come out of it is false. It's not a reality. So don't bother. Don't mind. Don't be caught in this unreality. Sai Baba says, in this unreal world, there can only be unreal life. You are not real, but the one seeing is real. And see nothing, that's the best. Don't see things, they will take you. They will take your attention. But as there is nothing, nothing can take your attention. Oh, it's a funny game. It seems so real, but it is not. It is not real. No. Only thing real is the self, the inner self, without whatsoever form. No sound, no form, no feelings, no sensations, no impressions, no experiences. It is not. You are that which is not, no thing. That's what you are, nothingness. The real self is nothingness. Bliss, Ananda. God is everything, but everything is not God. It depends on the awareness, the consciousness. God knows everything is His being. And everything that comes out of God is God for Him. But everything that comes out of God is different because it thinks it is independent. It is separated. It is self-employing. So that's the difference. All is God. All that comes out of God is God. But all that comes out of God is not God. And thinks it has to reach God. So we are working on a way, very hard work, to come back to what we are. So God himself separates himself to understand he is himself. You are God. There's nothing but God. It's just imagination. It's not even existing, this whole idea. All that you see is the imagination of God himself. It is the story in his mind. He plays, he makes up, he invents, he enjoys. And that's all what you are. There's nothing but this God being, what you are. Why do we bother so much to try to reach? But it is not us trying to reach. It is God himself in us playing that he left himself and he is looking for himself and he finds himself. That's the joke of all. That's the fun. All this is the fun of the story, of the joy of the Lord, of you inside. What you see is God, because God is looking at it. There's nothing to do. Just offer yourself. You say, God, I cannot do it, you do it for me. And then that's all you have to do. It's God inside doing it already, but you are not aware. So you are free of your own trying to be good and trying to reach this, because all is now in the hands of the God that you are. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Everything that exists is just the idea. Can you see an idea? It does not exist. It's just image. Can you see the idea that is not existing? If you think it exists, it is your existence. You are that idea. You think you are that. What is invented and what is played and what is made up. You think you are that over there that has to do for us kinds of things and to move and to reach and to long for. You think you are your own idea. The idea of the God inside of you. Inside is God. And he makes up this whole idea of creation. And you think you are out there in creation. And you need to come back. That's the mind, the thoughts, they think so. It's not real. You don't have to come back. You cannot come back because you never left. This is so good to celebrate your own self. Enjoy it. See the things as they appear and know they are just appearances. It's all in the mind of God, who sees it now. And because you see it, you must be God. How else can you see it? It's made up and still you see it. So it's in you. It's God's creation, his idea, and now you feel it and you experience it as your idea, because it is in you and you see it. You know it's just appearances, because in the night it is gone. It's not there. Then there is no making up of things, no idea, no creation at all, nothing, no thing. That's the reality, that there is nothing. And in daytime, it's made up, it's invented, it's appearances of idea. You are nothing more than an idea, but still you are that which makes it up. As a human being, you believe you are a human being, you are the idea of God. And as God, you know, you make everything up, you create all. And you see yourself everywhere because it's all God. God is everything, but everything is not God because they believe different. It's a matter of belief, of awareness, of consciousness. It's just all appearing in the mind, in the thoughts. Nothing else exists but the thoughts, the mind. In night, nothing exists, no thoughts, no mind. So enjoy what appears. Surprise. If you die, everything falls away. So if you leave everything away now, you are dead. But still alive. You are only dead of ego. That's good, huh? Easy, huh? Just live happy. We have to die. We all will die. The body. And with the body, the mind, the thoughts, being a person. But we have to die of wanting. That's better than die of the body. Maybe. I don't know. I think it will be so very good to be out of the body. But while you are here and you have no wantings, no I want, if you left that behind, you are still alive in daily life, but it will be a great joy. For if you don't want nothing, the God will take over, and God is goodness. God is joy. God is bliss. God is happiness. So if you die of wanting, you live in the hands of God. And all is light. All is bliss. Because you are not obstructive. You are not against. There is no ego in you. But there is so much aliveness that it doesn't matter if you have a daily life or you die of the body also, and you emerge in this goodness of God. Because when you don't want, you don't stand in the way of His will, you are in God. Now, right here, with the body, and He will take care because He is love. Ain't that happy? Be happy, be blissful. Just give God the chance to lead you, to bring you to His happiness. Bliss, bliss, bliss. It's amazing. I have my dinner and it tastes so good. Just simple potatoes and some vegetables. And it is so tasty. It's wonderful. Much better than before. Maybe because my attention is more, or I'm more grateful. But I know from inside, I hear the voice of God seeing, you don't enjoy the taste of the food. You enjoy the joy. At the moment you are happy, you don't have desire, so there is the empty state, and that feels joy of the self. Whether you have a good meal, or you walk outside, sunshine, or whatever is making you happy, it will be more and more and deeper, because it's not that which makes you happy, but that you are happy about yourself. The self is being aware of the self. You will end up being happy, most happy of all, with no thing around. There will be happiness from being self, realizing self. It's the self that is happy. It's not by dinner or whatever is outside of the form or the form itself. It is the formlessness that reaches and experiences itself, and it will be stronger and stronger till you explode. Just by not wanting, there will be such a great happiness, because the self is not covered by the wantings and the desires of the mind. Blow it away. You will not know what's going on. It's not knowable. There is no mind knowing, but there is experience. I wonder how strong that will be when there's no more body. Once in India, I had seen Sai Baba very close, and he walked back to his mansion where he stayed, and I rushed towards the wall to find a little glimpse of him disappearing inside. And it was so strong, that this feeling that I had to hold myself against this wall because my legs were collapsing. I couldn't stand anymore. It was so strong that I almost fell from weakness. Bam! But it was not weakness, it was overwhelming force of the power of love of God. And I whispered inside, because I was falling. I said, "Oh, Baba, please stop. I cannot take anymore." And he immediately said inside, "That's not nothing yet. That's nothing. What you will experience when you merge with yourself, with God." Ooh. Everything, no matter what, it's just an idea in the mind. Even the mind itself is an idea in your being. What to do about it? If you want to do about it something, then also an idea. You cannot get free of it. You cannot leave it. It is what you are. You are an idea of the existence of no thing. No thing is existing, but it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't have an opinion. It is no thing. And to be aware of that no thing, there must be an opposite for experiencing that it is not that opposite. Well, it's always the same story. And we are so taken by the story that we forget that we are no thing. We think we are something. We are this body with all troubles and pain and longings. Why do people long for something? Why do they want things? They want something because they are not happy. And if you are happy, you found your real self, the no thing. But we don't want to be no thing. We want to be ourselves with ourself, our form. We want to be happy. It's not possible. Maybe you can be content for a little while, but it will leave you. Again, it will go. Because it cannot stay in the nothingness. In nothingness, nothing can stay. Then there would be something, and that would bring unhappiness. It would bring longing to the peace of the nothingness. That's the dilemma. We are happy, but we don't know it, and we start to look it in the invented, unreal state of something. And only nothing is happy. Yeah, you are this nothing. And while you are this nothing, you are happy. It's not, it doesn't matter if there is a vision of passing things, or the world, or the things that pass and go. It doesn't matter, it doesn't bother anymore, because there is no longing in that world anymore. What could you long for? What is there to long for if you know what you are? You are happy because you are in the peace of your real self, and in the meantime you can enjoy this world that is created by the mind. You can enjoy the mind and the things that are seen like you enjoy a movie. It's both the same world, one without and one with, but it's both you. You are the observer, the witness, and the feeling of nothingness gets stronger and stronger while you enjoy the things, the somethings. Nothing enjoys something because it knows it is not that something. Funny story, huh? But it's all in the mind. You are the seer. No, not the seer. Well, as long as you have a body form, but you, in reality, you are seeing. The seeing has no form, and that will remain eternally happy. You can feel the happiness now, everywhere, in the nothingness, which is the reality, and in the somethingness, which is coming and going. Both happy, happy, happy.